Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green, and I am the manager of the FIFA 13 Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers. Um, Today, I'm going to just ask you to continue to name and to make songs for our players. Work together in comments. There is a link to the R Pants Vanilla forum about the Swoodilypoopers, so you can talk about you can talk there about the new look Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers with all these new players who we have to name and write songs for, and also build lives for, so that we can have a deeper and richer understanding of them. And in doing so, learn to love them as we, of course, loved our beloved FIFA 11 Swoodilypoopers. We started out in an appropriately swoodily-pooping way with a 1-0 draw. Today, we are taking on Preston North End, and we are going to give them a little bit of the North End or something. I don't know. I'm still working on my trash talk. I'm used to playing teams in the Premier League, not to brag, and obviously I shouldn't brag since we can't beat Preston. We couldn't beat Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe! What are we talking about today, Meredith? Dave Hosser or Hasser wants to know. He donated to the project for Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And chose as his perk a Swoodilypooper video about the topic of his choice. The topic of his choice is whether you have to work hard for something to feel that you deserve it. So the first thing I would say is, come on, Wes. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, we have to come up with a different name for him. I can't call him by his real name because he's a fictional character. He's not the real Wes. Who is hopefully going to lead the real Swindon to the championship this year. He is a fictional character that I have made up. Okay. The first thing that I would say about that is that even if you work hard for something, a lot of times I think you don't feel like you deserve it. And in fact, that's because you kind of usually don't. Oh, I just got tackled illegally. I mean, I know I have a persecution complex. That Swindon Town Swoodilypooper highlights video, where it's nothing but me screaming that wasn't a foul, is indicative of my profound, oh no. Oh, Wes! I mean, maybe we should just call him by his real name, because that guy's a freaking hero. My profound persecution complex, and I agree that it's a big issue, but that was a foul. All right. So yeah, I think even if you do work hard for something, a lot of times you feel like you don't deserve it, and you feel like and that's because in almost everything that you achieve in life is achieved in oh, off the post. Is it gonna be no? Oh, we've hit the post twice. We've scored 0 goals in FIFA 13. We've had 2 posts and no goals. That does not bode well. I thought we were finishers. Yeah, I'll have to talk to the John Greens about their finishing. Maybe something happened inside of that TARDIS. Yeah, because almost everything that you achieve in life is achieved through collaboration. And even things that feel like very singular achievements are, in fact, almost always collaborative achievements. The example I always give of this, because it's the example from my life, is a book. Why can't you curl that in, Ball John Green? I want to sing about you. I love you, and I want to sing your song. The example, yeah, because people think of books as being something that's made by just one person, and so if something wonderful happens to my book, that's my achievement, and I feel like I deserved it. But in fact, it isn't really my achievement. It's really the achievement of the many people who worked with me on that book. From my wife to my editor to copy editors and designers and everybody. So. I agree with you. He is the best in the league, maybe in the world. And that's actually when I feel the sense of accomplishment, to be frank with you. Oh! I almost got to feel a sense of accomplishment there, but instead I feel a sense of crushing disappointment. Other John Green, to his husband! No. No, and then it's a bad pass. You gotta say. The Swoodilypoopers have been dominant. I'm moving into attacking mode. But the Swoodilypoopers have been extremely strong on the ball today, and I'm proud of them, but it's just we're not seeing the results yet. We're seeing a lot of post hitting. So Um, to me, when you feel the real pleasure of accomplishment is in sharing it. And so that's I don't ever feel like you know, like I deserved something. Um, but it's a lot easier for me to enjoy an accomplishment if it can be shared in some way. You know, it's like I've heard people say before, like, you know, something great happens to you on Tumblr, like someone you really like reblogs you. Like the first time, you know, like Neil Gaiman mentioned us in Brotherhood 2.0, I remember I called someone and I was like, Neil Gaiman wrote about me on his blog. And that person, who will remain nameless, was like, who's Neil Gaiman? And I was like, well, I don't. First off, you've endangered our whole friendship. Oh, I had to make a halftime substitution because what this game needs is a little bit of, who could it be that we are missing? Oh, right, it's Leroy Williamson. It's always Leroy Williamson. He's going to come in for Mr. Ritchie. Um, and then I think I might also bring in Bostock because we need some more attacking energy. So we've got Coke and Bostock, and then I think I'm going to bring on Mr. Stuff. I'm just going to make all three of my substitutions now at halftime because I read in a book about how to manage professional soccer teams that that's what you should do. It's amazing that the actual Swindon Town did not consider me more for the position of manager when I make such strong managerial decisions. Okay, right. So anyway, but the other thing I would say about it is that I do think that that when you work for something, it means a lot more. When when you really had to, like in school, for instance, I think the C. Oh, why did you stop your run? Ah, that's disappointing. The C that you work hard for sometimes means more than the easy A. Oh boy. Yes, great tackling. That is Swoodilypooper football right there. Um, and so I think there is a pleasure. No, almost got it right. There is a pleasure to that that's difficult to have by like winning the lottery, for instance. So if you feel like you won the lottery, there's not much, you know, I think you feel more unworthy of that than, for instance, if you are Bill Gates and you make Windows, and Windows is a thing that lots of people use, and now you're rich. Um, but I don't think there's anyone in the world who doesn't feel like an imposter and feel um, unworthy of what they have. But I think most people, or at least me and most of the people I know, sort of go back and forth between feeling very unworthy of what they have and then, secretly feeling like they should have more, or like the world has shorted them in some way. Um, so I think almost everyone probably goes back and forth between those poles, and I think that's probably pretty normal. But the thing to remember is that the whole idea of like making it on your own, or I did this myself and so I earned it. There's really no such thing as that. I don't think. Like, humans live in collaboration with each other and in cooperation with each other, and the human story is really one of cooperation, and that's true in like a macro world historical sense, but it's also true in the micro sense of whether it's schoolwork or professional accomplishments or accomplishments on the soccer field. I mean, when Lionel Messi credits his teammates, he's not just doing that to be polite. He's doing that because without them, he would not be as successful as he is. And that's true not just of Lionel Messi. It's also true of, for example, Ball John Green. Speaking of Ball John Green, he's on the ball. He's on the ball. He's on the ball. He takes a shot, and it's nothing. Nothing. Oh, 70th minute. We've now played nearly 180 minutes of football without scoring or conceding. This is truly, in case you guys were like, oh, it's not going to be Swindon football anymore. Really, it's clearly still your Swoodilypoopers, for better and mostly for worse. Yeah, I'm just not there on FIFA 13 yet, guys. You got to give me time. Yeah, when I'm not talking, I'm a little bit better. Like the two games I played before I turned on the camera and everything, I was a little bit better. But what can you do? Oh, ball, John Green. You got to get back to that ball. You got to show some hustle and spirit. I'm going ultra attacking. I want to lose or win this game, preferably win. But I don't want to. The one thing I don't want to do is get another 0-0 draw. Oh, and I might have just avoided it. Oh. Whew. Boy, I mean, we are not going to get out of League One 1 point at a time. We got to win these games, my friends. All right. Yeah, so that's an interesting question, and I do think that you feel a lot more accomplishment when you're working hard, and that's one of the pleasures of working hard. Actually, I think is that it's a lot more fun to do things. It's a lot more fun to make things when you're working hard on them. Leroy Williamson to his friend. Oh, it's a goal! The Swinnertown Swoodilypoopers have scored! Leroy Williamson to other John Green! Oh, he's big, he's tough, he has a brilliant puff. Other John Green, he's big, he's tough, he has a brilliant puff. Other John Green, oh, with his foot too. Look at that. Just bring it down, stay calm. Oh, and then cool in front of goal. Leroy Williamson, fantastic cross here, and then just, oh, cool as the other side of the pillow. And then I believe he did a cartwheel. Yeah, which is, you know, who wouldn't? 85th minute goal. This really is the Swoodilypoopers. We wait till the end, and then we strike. All right, I'm coming off ultra attacking here because there's no need to get it out of control. All right, let's just go balanced. Let's just be balanced. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, when you have a name, I will be saying it frequently, my friend. Yes, that's Swoodilypoopers football. Instead of clearing it, yes, perfect. Just slowly pass it out of bounds, like a boss. I am going to try to pick up a couple more players, by the way. So if you have any suggestions of players who are of League One quality in FIFA 13, let me know, because particularly if they have funny names or names that we can make funny. Or character traits that would be interesting. Oh, look at this. Look at this. He will not give up. Oh, it's going to come back for, yeah. You got fouled like 62 times, so that's appropriate. All right. Let's try an in-swinger. Yes? Yes? No. But that was a great in-swinger. Leroy Williamson on the ball. On the ball. Oh! It's really hard to get that shot right in front of goal, but I guess that's, why you don't win 12-0. I mean, you got to say it's your victory, sir. It is. Yes. Go give him some applause and some hugs. We are singing your name, but we just don't know what it is yet. Thanks for watching. Best wishes.